Welcome, Bindu and Davide. So lovely to have you again today.
Thank
Hello.
you. Hello.
Hi. Now, you are the owners and caretakers of Casa Nacura, which you describe as a healing oasis in the south of Portugal. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us would love to be there now. So I'm very glad we could have even just a little bit of that energy with you connecting here online and helping us with ways to boost our immune system, to support ourselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, in all kinds of different ways. Um, so, why don't we go straight in? I'd love you to introduce yourselves individually, a little bit about your background, your expertise, and then let's go straight into it because you have some wonderful, wonderful tips and advice for us. I can't wait. Who's first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I am Davide. Thanks again for having me here, us here. Um, I am the part of this project that takes care of the environmental side and especially of the cooking side. I am I am a cook and I am passionate about nutrition. That's what I do for. I've been doing for many years, and we have a lifestyle that is completely plant-based. So I always taking care of this side of our health. Make sure that we always have all the nutrients that we may need um, in every meal we make. So that is why I'm here today. I believe that that is a fundamental part of staying healthy during these times. Immune system means having a healthy and strong body that is able to face all that is happening around us. So
Wonderful. So you're What can we do? I know you're there. You have all this wonderful organic food that you are growing yourselves,
yes,
but we're in the cities. Okay, what can we do? What can we do?
well, I thought and thought about this and tried to find a way to put this very simple because I understand how overwhelming it can be for people, especially people that try to be healthier, start from a ground zero point, and want to be healthier. So I thought the easiest way for people to make the right step, the first step into the right direction, into being healthy, was to having this kind of system that is based on in colors more than vitamins or minerals or nutrients. And that means you don't need to know where the nutrients are as long as you pick the right colors. Right?
That's wonderful. We don't have to search on Google, which vitamin, which food,
Yeah.
and so on. Yes. Okay, great. What a
It's a
great
very
idea.
simple, it's a very simple idea that is based on the fact that nature actually put different nutrients in different colors of
Wonderful.
vegetable and fruit. So that means we can group vegetables and fruit in five main colors, which are red, orange, yellow slash white, blue slash purple, and green. So
Aha, we have a picture. Hang
it's a system that is very children friendly, if you think
on.
about
It
it.
is, isn't it? I mean, but it's very mood enhancing just looking at it. I'm just looking at all the colors and feeling better. Is that part of the
It's also part
part
of.
of it? Okay, and I see some of the fruits are more exotic. Um,
This is just a random picture I found
okay,
online, just as an example. Of course, there is plenty of fruit and vegetables that are grown locally that match
yes.
all the different colors. In this drawing, there is no white, but the white
Hmm.
would go together with the yellow in terms of kind of nutrients we may find in that color.
Okay,
Um,
that's very interesting.
and the basic idea is that if we are able to eat at least one, I would say two, pieces of fruit or vegetables of each color every day, we take we make sure that we have all we need in terms of nutrients, in terms of vitamin, and in terms of minerals.
Just that. We don't need huge amounts.
No, we don't need a very huge amount. Uh,
Okay.
2 pieces of each color makes it 10 pieces of fruit or vegetables,
Yes,
which
altogether that's
is
quite a lot.
not too little if you think about
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. Okay.
So vegetables are always preferable because
Okay.
fruit always comes with sugar.
Ah, yes, of course.
Even though it's natural fructose,
Mm-hmm.
natural sugar, it's still sugar. So if we eat only fruit,
Yes.
it's not that beneficial for the organism.
Okay.
Whilst the vegetables,
Yes.
especially the non-starch vegetables, like I'm excluding, for example, potatoes from this.
Yes.
So normal vegetables like, I don't know, cabbage or tomatoes or courgette,
Mm-hmm.
normal vegetables, you can have as many as you want. I would say almost the more you have, the better. At some point,
Right.
the body is able to take what it needs and just get rid of the rest. Ideally, we want to have half of the vegetables we have every day, we want to have them raw. So
Okay.
we can have um, of these vegetables we are having, if we have a portion of them raw, it will be better because many vitamins are preserved this way. Also, the vitality of the food is preserved, and many enzymes and little stuff that we don't even know about are
Mm.
preserved and can enter the body. Because the
Mm.
reality is that in a leaf that we eat, there are so many compounds that we don't actually know that it's impossible to understand to the very detail what is happening there. And also the body uh, manage those compounds in a way that is not fully cleared nowadays to science, right? So that means that we have to vary the way we eat as much as possible so that the body can do the work for us.
Yes, very interesting. It is a complex mechanism, isn't it? Nutrition and exactly what is in everything is very complex, as you're
It's
saying.
very, very complex, yes.
Yeah. Is there anything that we need to know about combining these food groups?
No, not really. It's there is some rules about combining fruit and other kind of food. The idea, for example, eating fruit after a meal, it's mostly wrong, even though we are used to do so.
Okay.
That is because it's fruit is very easy to digest, and that means that it could pass the stomach very fast if we have it on an empty stomach. It passes the stomach, and then the intestine is able to absorb all the nutrients very fast. If we put it on top of a meal, a big meal, which has carbs and proteins, and the body takes longer to manage these bigger compounds, the fruit stays on top of the stomach, is like in a queue, stuck.
Ah, gosh,
In the
okay.
stomach with all the acidic fluids,
Yes.
it kinds of fermentates and it goes
Oh,
through a chemical process that actually produces gas, and it makes us feeling can give us gas, or
okay.
the body can't really absorb as
Can't
much.
absorb it as much. Let me stop the share. I'll bring you back on screen so we can see you better.
If I can say something, it's not something new. It's something that is out there, and it's very well known everywhere, that a varied diet is the healthiest diet possible. So to eat as much variety of food as possible,
Yes.
in as much variety of ways of cooking it as possible, with as many different recipes as possible, with as many spices as possible. So colors are just one way for us to spot the different kinds of food we are having, because it's easy to notice when you go grocery shopping, you buy all your stuff, and you have a look at the vegetables and fruit you bought, you say, oh, I didn't buy any white. So maybe you go back and you pick a cauliflower.
Yes.
And it's not because there is vitamin K in that cauliflower that you knew you didn't have anywhere else. It's just because of the white that it's much easier to notice.
How fascinating. I love it. And is it true that the best of all is to have the whole fruit, or the if possible, if it's not too fibrous, or if it's okay for us to chew and digest, to have the whole thing? Is that better or not necessarily?
On this, I have to say there is no scientific evidence that I know of
Okay.
that one is better than the other. What I think it matters is what you feel is better for you. I believe we are all different individuals, and I like to chew on my food. I like to feel the consistency of the food, and I don't like as much to drink it. So whenever I can, I prefer to eat the whole fruit. But I know other people prefer to drink it.
Okay.
So I think it's a matter of what you prefer in terms of taste and feeling. Then it's a different matter if you're trying to fast or detox, like having it liquid or eliminating the fibers helps the body manage what you're having in a faster way. So if you are detoxing, it's easier for the body if there is no fibers, for example, and there is just water coming through. So that is a different matter.
Okay, I see. I see. Oh, wonderful. I'm tempted to ask you for a recipe. So can we have like a quick little something? I don't know, something easy.
Um, Something I really like to do, which is also very, very beneficial in these times to boost the immune system. It's a very simple kind of warm salad, which goes with broccoli. It's just about steaming the broccoli 5 minutes
Okay.
on a steamer. And on the side, you make a vinaigrette, a sauce
Uh-huh.
of miso. So it can either be white or can be brown. I
Uh-huh.
believe white is best for the taste.
Okay.
White miso, tahini, which is a paste of sesame seeds,
Uh-huh.
and lemon juice.
Oh, wow.
So what you do is making 1 spoon of miso, 1 spoon of tahini, and 2 spoons of lemon juice. And you
Okay.
mix them together with water to make a cream. And with
Uh-huh.
that cream, you you put it on the broccoli
Oh, wow.
that are warm.
Oh, wow. Yummy.
Yeah.
I love it, and it's so simple.
It's very,
It's few
very,
ingredients, easy to prepare.
it takes 5 minutes. It's extremely healthy because broccoli is among the healthiest vegetables we have. And it's very tasty because the miso and the tahini are very tasty and nutritional, very, very rich. Very
I
nice.
would never think to combine them. It's such a clever idea. Wow.
You let me know what you think about
I
it.
will. I've got some broccoli. I'm gonna get the mix on the tahini next. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do you have any final message for anybody watching, listening at this time? Food, immunity.
I just want to invite people to get out of their comfort zone in terms of tasting buds and experiment with the food. When you go to the supermarket, pick that weird thing you never picked before that you don't know how to cook,
Yes.
and go home and go on Google and look for a recipe and try it, because it could open a world for you. And it's not gonna just be good in terms of experience of the body of the mouth, but also it's gonna be for sure beneficial for your body, because if you never had it, that piece of vegetable or that piece of fruit, that's some compound that you probably never had before because it's
Yes.
sweet. So I invite people to experiment with their food. It's always fun.
Thank you so much for that. And I will take your advice. There are so many different kinds of vegetables I see, the more exotic types that I'm not familiar with, and I never buy them because I'm intimidated. Oh, I don't know what that is. But now I'm gonna try. So thank you for that. You know, if we can't have complete freedom of movement, at least we can have freedom in the kitchen, right? And explore and be adventurous.
For sure,
So
we got a lot of time right now.
yes, we can become a lot better at this. So thank you so much, Davide. And your turn now, Bindu. Now you are such a great pair. You know, the two of you doing this wonderful, very holistic work together. So what are you sharing with us today?
Well, it is true. We here at Casa Nacura, we look at people as complex beings that are not only composed by physical parts, but are also composed of emotions, an emotional body, and even a spiritual body. So Davide takes more care of this part of the nutrition and the physical aspect of it, while I take more care of the emotional and spiritual aspects. And I've been working for many years with different healing therapies, um, like Reiki and Theta healing and Bach flowers therapy. And I've been on my own healing journey for quite some time now. And throughout this time, um, I've helped many people going through difficult phases of their lives, some emotionally difficult phases, others even physical due to physical illness. And I've come to realize that a very transformative practice and something that can really bring a, a big change is the practice of gratitude, is really cultivating and bringing into our lives a practice of gratitude, which incredibly enough has been proven today that actually boosts our immune system.
Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. This is great. This is great. Okay, well, I'm all set.
So what
How are we going to do this? Because it's really cultivating this, not waiting for something good to happen to be grateful for it, but just being grateful anyway.
it's like, you know, it's like a muscle. So that's
Mm,
why I talk about cultivating a practice, because
yes.
it's really like when you plant a seed, then you have to nurture it in order to see it grow. And it's the same thing with this practice of gratitude. Is sometimes very difficult in the beginning, especially in such a difficult and uncertain time as the times we are living nowadays. So it's easy to say, what is there to be grateful for? So the idea is really to practice, to train ourselves like when we train in the gym, to really teach our brain to look at the positive, at the glass half full instead of the glass half empty.
Yes.
And we can, you know, every day when we wake up, when we take our first breath, it's like so many things had to happen in the past for us to be able to be here now, taking this breath. It really is a gift. Every day it's a new gift. You know, our ancestors had to go through so much, through the so much period of wars and famine and diseases and all of, and they survived all of that, and we are the living proof of that. So, you know, this practice of gratitude doesn't always have to be about very big things, and it doesn't have to mean that everything is perfect and we are so happy in our lives, because we all go through difficult moments. It's really about sometimes the really simple things, you know, maybe a flower with an incredible color that I see, or some music that I listen to that really makes my heart sing, or a ray of sun that suddenly enters through my window and touches my skin, and just I feel the warmth on my skin. So it can really be very, very simple things to start with.
Beautiful.
Maybe there are a few ways that can help us cultivating this practice. Like some people like to keep gratitude journals. They just, at the end of the day, they write on their journal things that they are grateful for. Um, some other people like to have like a gratitude jar, and every day you write something that you're grateful for and you put it in that jar. And so when you need it, it's there. So if you're having a low day or you're feeling a bit anxious, you're just go to your little box and you have your or jar, and you have so much different things to be grateful for. And really, gratitude is a very powerful antidote to anxiety and fear, because the brain processes them through the same structures, but it can't feel both at the same time. So if there's gratitude, there is no space for anxiety.
Wonderful.
And there's a favorite, a personal favorite of mine that I used a lot in the beginning when I started cultivating my own practice, and it's like two little bags. We start in the morning with two bags, one full of beans or coins or shells, and the other empty. And throughout the day, every time we see something or we feel grateful for something, we pass one of these beans or one of these shells from the bag that is full to the bag that is empty. And then at night, before going to bed, we can look at the bag that was empty in the morning and realize that, you know what, actually there are many reasons to be grateful for.
Yes, it's great to have something physical sometimes, isn't it? And and then it's right before your eyes, the physical proof that yes, some good things happen there.
Exactly, because
Yes.
when it's an incredible thing of the human being that we may have all these positive things on one side, but then if there is one negative thing on the other side, our attention just goes there, and we are focused on that negative thing, and then we are not looking at all the amazing positive things we have. So it's really about learning how to shift our awareness and just really be able to be in this more positive state of mind that will obviously help face whatever is coming our way.
Yes, it's getting out of the negativity bias, isn't it? Um, and I'm guessing on one level, if one, for example, is really intent on watching the news and horrible scenes and heartbreaking images, that really takes a toll on us because we all have that tendency to notice the negative anyway, and then we're bombarded with all these images and so on. It really can get us really low. And I find that I just don't do that. I just don't go there at all. Or, or or I will allocate so much time, like okay, I will look at the news or I will look at the figures like for 5, 10 minutes a day, and that's it. So I limit my exposure, consciously limit my exposure to those kinds of elements because I still want to be in touch, but I don't want to be so drawn into this negativity. And that already helps. And I guess if we do something like this and manage our exposure to that amount of negativity, then we can start topping up with the gratitude as well, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure. It really is one of the best things we can do for ourselves now, is really to limit our intake of social media and of news. It's, of course, we need to keep ourselves informed, but as you say, it's really good to keep it, to allocate time for it. It's like we human beings, we are we are compassionate beings, and we are empathetic beings. So when we see the images, when we see the testimonies of people who have lost someone, for example, we instantly connect with that pain, whether we want it or not. So it can really pull us into
It
this.
it really affects us, doesn't it? And it's not just that we might spiral into negativity and anxiety, because these things are ultimately beyond our control. You know, if we see like all these hundreds of people or thousands of people, we don't feel we can do anything about it. But what we do have control is our space, our immediate, family, friends, whatever we can do within a certain sphere. Um, and it's important that we stay well to be able to have positive impact within that sphere that we can actually make a difference. And, many would say, and I'm one of these people, that actually having a positive attitude and cultivating gratitude and appreciation actually changes one's life experience for the better, moving on. It starts to put us in that level of mind where we can think creatively, we can come up with better ways of being and find good solutions for our problems and be better with each other. It really doesn't help to go into the negativity. Um, not just for the sake of relief, just to feel better and not I don't feel bad, because it's inconvenient, but because it really does make a difference if we keep ourselves well and strong.
For sure, it's exactly as you say, because what happens when we are positive or we have positive emotions, such as gratitude, um, what happens is that our brain releases into our bloodstream hormones that will impact our physical body and our organs in ways that are positive for the whole system. So they will make the system work better, and that's exactly why it boosts the immune system. So it's really an important part of staying healthy. Is like having a good mind frame, being positive, and as you say, it really helps also finding practical solutions for our daily life.
Yes. Now, I know you have lots of different tools, and we already mentioned a few with the gratitude journal, and then also keeping track with something physical. Um, but you have one more for us today. So go on, tell us.
I would love to guide you through a little visualization that is precisely something I created to help bringing in more gratitude and maybe to finish in a positive note so that you can feel a bit lighter and more positive.
That's wonderful. Okay, all
So
set for you.
um, if you find a comfortable position and close your eyes, take a few deep breaths and just feel the fresh air that flows into your nose and the warm air that flows out. Allowing all the tension to leave your body with the exhalation, relaxing, letting go. And now bring your awareness to the area at the base of your spine where your root chakra is located. Notice if there is any tension in the area, and if you feel that there is, just let it go with your exhalation. Slowly start imagining a golden root sprouting from the base of your spine and moving into the ground. See these roots spiraling down going deep into the earth, crossing the first layers of moist earth and going deeper through different layers of rock, deeper through layers of magma, deeper, deeper until it reaches the very center of the earth, where you see a beautiful golden sphere. This is the heart of our Earth Mother. And as your roots reach into her heart, you can feel her calm, her motherly energy receiving you. And both your breaths and your hearts start synchronizing, beating together. And suddenly you feel a surge of energy that spirals upwards through your root, passing back all the layers of earth and moving at an incredible speed, entering your body at the base of your spine. And you feel this energy washing over your root chakra, washing over your fears of survival, of scarcity, of danger. Take a deep breath and let these feelings go. Just make the affirmation to yourself, I let go of these beliefs now. I release them into Mother Earth for cleansing and transmutation. So that I may be free to grow and flourish in all ways. And feel these negative beliefs and these negative emotions leaving your body and being replaced by a growing sense of well-being. And now allow this golden light of Mother Earth to start moving upwards your body, through your spine, harmonizing and re-energizing all the chakras in your body. Moving upwards until it reaches the very top of your head, leaving you full of loving, beautiful, peaceful energy. And start now slowly imagining that you are sitting in a beautiful forest, resting with your back against the trunk of a very old tree. In front of your eyes, like in a dream, images start flowing. You see images of beautiful flowers with all the different colors. You see birds, animals, and you see fluffy clouds with their beautiful, strange shapes. And you see the most exquisite and the most colorful sunset. And as these images appear in front of you, you hear the soft yet firm voice of Mother Earth. Enjoy all this beauty, my child. All this beauty I share with you and with all my children. Seeing these images and hearing her voice, you feel a deep sense of reverence, of appreciation flooding through your body, flooding through your being. And you see these images change and you start seeing beautiful moments of your life. You see the smile of someone you love, the hug of a good friend, that special gift that made your heart sing, that concert that you went to, the smell of a flower and the sight of your favorite food, your freshly made bed. And with each image that passes, you feel a deeper and deeper sense of gratitude. And you start noticing that as these feelings of gratitude grow, the forest around you becomes more lush and more vibrant, filled with life. And as the abundance grows in the forest, you start thinking of your family, and you start thinking of your friends, and you think of your community, and you imagine them partaking in this abundance, being safe, being healthy, being happy. And now imagine this abundance spreading throughout the whole world, touching everyone you know, touching every being in the planet, every plant, every animal. Your heart is now full of bliss and gratitude, and you send love through your roots to the Earth Mother. She receives it, and with grace, she sends it back at you multiplied, manifold. Continue in this exchange, sending her and receiving love, gratitude, noticing how this infinite exchange makes everything flourish within and around you. And take another deep breath in this exchange. And staying true to this exchange, keeping this exchange in your memory, slowly start coming back into your body. Slowly start becoming aware of the space around you. And softly move your hands and your feet. And when you feel ready, you can come back and open your eyes.
Wow. I feel so wholesome. It's so, it's very nice. It's very nice. It's wonderful to feel that connection with the earth and that abundance of well-being that comes through.
Yes, and when you live in such a beautiful place as we are fortunate enough to live, you realize that really we humans are stopped, but the world out there, nature, is just continuing, is just
Yes,
flourishing and being abundant.
yes. It very much is about us humans finding a different relationship with the natural resources that are there. So, gosh, thank you so much for that. That's a wonderful reminder. And
Yes.
it's a lovely, grounded, peaceful, organic feeling of abundance. And yeah, thank you. Wonderful.
You're very welcome.
Let me come back to this view. I'd like to thank you both so very much for coming onto this call and sharing your beautiful wisdom and your practical tips for us. Um, I just wish I were there. What can I say? I just wish I were there. Um, I hope you guys can receive guests again at your retreat center. Hopefully, this summer, who knows? Hopefully things will come back to normal or almost normal soon. But in the meantime, we'll leave some links under the video so people can find out more about you and they can connect with you online, right?
Of course.
So there's always that possibility. Thanks again. Thank you for helping to support us all from your beautiful healing oasis with your beautiful healing gifts and expertise. Thank you. And I hope to see you again very, very soon.
Well, we hope to. We hope to see you here when you,
Yes, absolutely.
and thank you for your work of connecting people together.
Thank you. It's a real pleasure. Thanks again.
A great pleasure to be here to share this moment with you and with everyone that might be watching this. And we also hope to be able to share this in person as soon as possible.
Yes, I hope this for us all too. All right, guys. Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you very much.